Welcome, beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel, Miracle Rhythms 1111. My name is Ritika and I welcome you back here for your weekly twin flame energy update. I will be doing one video today just for all of the twin flame collectives. I'm still in that energy of just too much going on around me, and the eclipse season has got me engulfed as well, just like all of you. And so I'm just going to concentrate on one video for the week of July 23rd through 28th. And the exciting news, we should look at it like that, is the full lunar eclipse, which is bigger than the last eclipse that we had last week. And it's an important one. This is where we're going to find that if we haven't been eclipsing what needs to be eclipsed out of our life, the universe is going to come and do it for us. And there will be endings, so that by the middle of August, when there is the total solar eclipse, we're all looking at beginning something new for the next 6 months, starting a new 6-month cycle. So yes, talking about the eclipses, I just wanted to mention that I have put up a 7-part long video. It's in 7 parts. It's actually a 4.5-hour long video, which is for the twin flame collective, again, divine masculines and feminines, for the entire eclipse season, and it goes from the middle of July up until the end of August, early September. So I don't expect all of you to check that out. I only have it for some of you who really want to go deep and understand what the energies are here at play. So each of those videos is about 40 to 45 minutes long. So yeah, check that out if you want to. And before I start, I'm just wanting to say thank you again for all the love and support that you've been showing me through my journey, by liking and sharing my videos, and also by subscribing to my YouTube channel, as well as liking my Facebook page. I'm so overwhelmed. I'm so grateful, and I send all that love back to you from the bottom of my heart. And also, if you would like a personal reading, a private reading, I can do those on Skype as well, and I can also just send out an email or record a video like this and just send that out to you as well. You can just reach me on my email, which is provided in the description box below this video. It's not just for twin flames, but yes, if you do need any help finding your life purpose, getting on the ascension path, or just a reading on your own twin flame situation, I can do that as well. But I do a bunch of other readings, including past life readings and things like that. So this eclipse season, if you're looking for one, do reach out to me. I'll be happy to do a video for you. So yeah, without delaying any further, let's just go in and see what's going on for this week. I am hoping, I have meditated on my cards, and I'm hoping that we will get to see a little bit of what this eclipse is bringing in. I would like to focus on the eclipse in this reading, because I won't be able to do one before the eclipse. Let's see. So the focus is going to be on the eclipse, but this is a weekly reading. So we'll start with the divine masculines and then come back to the divine feminines. So I am using tarots today instead of just oracles, because I am hoping to give you a little bit more detail on the situations at hand. So let's just go in and see. It's telling me about the divine masculine for the week of July 23rd through 28th. The 9 of Wands reversed, lacking determination this week, and also letting their guard down a little bit, right? Finally letting their guard down a little bit. Focusing on the eclipse. masculine, week of July 23rd through 28th. Okay, at the bottom of the deck we have the Two of Cups reversed. So yeah, the Divine Masculines, they feel like, at least for the collective that I'm picking up, that there is a break in this partnership, right? Yeah, they're wanting some new communication that's not coming in, but they are coming out of some sort of struggle. They've been in and out, in and out. They want action, right? But we also have the Eight of Swords reversed. So they are coming out of, you know, the Nine of Wands talks about letting their guard down, but also lacking the determination to kind of hold on and kind of defend the fruits of their labor, defending this anymore. What I'm getting from the cards that I see is that the Divine Masculine is extremely exhausted, you know, with this situation. I don't know, you know, in this week coming up, we will clarify and then we'll see what's going on. But with the cards that I see laid out here, they do feel like, you know, there is a break in this connection, this Two of Cups. They're wanting to partner up, but you know, maybe they feel like their divine feminines are not, you know, there yet. So the Nine of Wands, like it says, you know, lacking determination to defend all the work that they've already put into this connection, right? But this also does talk about letting their guard down a little bit, right? Which is good. They've just been very closed and guarded. And then we have the Eight of Swords reversed, which talks about, you know, coming out of feeling restricted, coming out of being caught up in their thoughts. They've finally seen that way out, you know, in the traditional tarot deck, in the Rider-Waite tarot deck, you do see this woman who's blindfolded and, you know, she is between 8 swords, and it's just depicted differently here, but she is between those 8 swords. There is a clear way out of it, but she's blindfolded, so she cannot really see. So they finally found a way out of being caught up constantly in their thoughts, right? Feeling restricted. They're not feeling restricted anymore, right? This will clarify, but I feel like this could have, they could have opened their mind up a little bit more to, you know, this connection and beginning to see it for what it is. Currently, right? And we have the Death reversed. So what I feel with these 3 cards together is that they are, you know, they've come out of transformation. They've just gone through a transformation, a major transformation, you know, shedding the old belief system or shedding the old ways of how they were and coming into a new form of existence, coming into who they are now, right? Embracing, this is about rebirth. So they're going through a rebirthing process right now because they've already gone through the death. This is not literal death, but it can be. Some of you Divine Masculines may have a death of someone close by, but you know, someone close in your family or friend circle, you may be coming out of the sorrow of that. But in this connection, because I'm here to read for the Twin Flame connection, and in this connection, you are going through a rebirthing process because you know, you've let go, you've shed the old process, and in this deck, the death, the reaper, you know, is picking up petals and flowers. So I find this deck to be a little bit subtle in its energies as well. And this lunar eclipse, they will come out of this death process, and they will go through, you know, you Divine Masculines will go through, you've already gone through that transformation, and now you're rebirthing, you're coming out of it, right? So let's just go ahead and clarify this. Please tell me about the Nine of Wands. Please tell me about the Nine of Wands. Please tell me about the Nine of Wands. Tell me about the Nine of Wands. Okay, that's too many. I'm not going to take all of those cards. Okay, but I do have two here. Okay. Yeah, they're tired of waiting. They're not waiting anymore for this new start. And they're willing to make a compromise, though. They want this new love, right? This is their sad truth, their somber truth. They want this new love. They're still a little bit confused as to, you know, what's happening. They have gone through the Tower moment. They're coming out of it. They're picking up the pieces to build again. And they're wanting to come out of a three-party situation for those of you who are still in karmic relationships, right? And there is no forward progress, right? There is no progress in this, and that is what is making them feel all, you know, lack of determination to move forward. Yeah, they want to walk away, but they can't, you know, they're not being able to. So here's what it is. I'm going to take these two. So the Nine of Wands has been clarified by the Ace of Wands as well as the High Priestess. So this tells me, the Ace of Wands and the High Priestess, so this tells me that they definitely want a new start in this connection. You know, they're wanting this new start and they're lacking the determination to come forward, right? They want this passionate new start in this connection, and they are listening to their intuition, because it's their intuition telling them they've gone through a birthing, you know, they're going through a rebirth, they have gone through a transformation. So divine masculines have definitely, you know, kind of come out of that very painful death experience of letting go of the old, you know, the old belief systems and everything that doesn't serve them, and shedding their old skin, you know, now they're ready to rise from the ashes, right? Like the phoenix rising from the ashes. So they definitely want this new start. They do lack the determination to come forward. They are letting their guard down a little bit. You know, and they want their divine feminines. You know, some of them may be testing this connection. You know, and the reason why I say that is because I have been working with other clients, other twin flames who've kind of come up to me, divine feminines, and I've been reading this a lot in their cards that, you know, they've been sensing that maybe the divine masculine is lacking this determination. He has the intuitive knowledge. His intuition is kicking in. He is listening to it, but he lacks the determination, right? He may want his divine feminine to, you know, listen to her intuition as well. And he may want his divine feminine to act on, you know, on her intuition. And they may be trying to telepathically or energetically do that, right? Sending them signs and symbols and messages. But they definitely do want this new passionate start with their divine feminines. So let's just go ahead and clarify the Eight of Swords. Please tell me about the Eight of Swords. Please tell me about the Eight of Swords. Please tell me about the Eight of Swords reversed. Okay, yeah, there we go. Yeah, they're healing, they're resting. They are tired, they're exhausted. They are exhausted. I think they, and we did have for a lot of divine masculines, you know, a couple of weeks back when I did the reading, we did see that, you know, a lot of them were going through psychic exhaustion, you know, because they were overusing their psychic abilities in this connection and trying to figure things out psychically, and not really being able to do that, right? Not really being able to... Next card that I pulled up here is karma. So, you know, this is judgment, which is really karmic. So they're waiting for their, you know, turn. They're waiting for things to come around. They're waiting for judgment on their karmic lessons as well. coming out of carrying the burdens. But yeah, they're looking at the Queen of Wands. For some of you, this could be a special message. This is, you know, divine masculines. For those of you who deal with the fire sign, whose divine feminines are fire signs, I do see the queens in my readings as the divine feminine, but this could just be the energy that you see your divine feminine in, right? You could see her as a very confident woman who is in control of her passion. You know, she knows how to get to the top of her career. She knows how to get to the top of her passion. She's a very passionate woman, right? So this is how you're seeing. They are coming out of restriction. This is what we're clarifying. They're coming out of this thought process. They're coming out of restriction, you know, feeling restricted in their thoughts, and realizing that, you know, the divine feminine, their divine feminine is, your divine feminine is not taking any action right now. You know, she's reversed. She's not taking any action right now. I'm just going to clarify that. Tell me if the Queen of Wands reversed, but the Eight of Wands reversed. Give me one more clarifier, please. Just one more clarifier for the Eight of Wands reversed. There we have it. I think this was already in the deck and I couldn't just see it. It had already turned, and it's funny how the universe shows things to you, right? Thank you. Yeah, they are exhausted. They've had sleepless nights. You divine masculines have not been able to sleep at night out of worry and concentrating on the worst case scenario in this situation. You know, what if this, what if that. Your intuition is kicking in so much. You do want this new start, but you know, you've been feeling restricted. Now you're coming out of this restriction, coming out of feeling caught up in your thoughts, because, you know, and your divine feminine is not really taking any action right now. She's quiet, right? She is confident, but she's not really taking any action towards this. She may be, you know, your divine feminine may be having sleepless nights and worry as well. You are worried about her. That could be as well for some of you. But what I'm getting is that, you know, you with the clarifiers, what I'm getting is that you are coming out of this being caught up in your thoughts and feeling restricted. You've been worrying about the situation too much, and you found a way out by overthinking, but you're still, even though you're not caught up in your thoughts all the time, at night when you're alone, you know, you're having sleepless nights, you're concentrating, you're focusing, you're coming out of feeling restricted and caught up in your thoughts, but you are feeling, you know, because your divine feminine is not taking any action, it's making you very, very anxious and making you concentrate on the worst case scenario in this situation, right? It's keeping you up at night. It's giving you a lot of anxiety regarding this no action from the Queen of Wands, from your divine feminine. Let's just go in ahead and see. Yeah, there is a disbalance in the situation at the bottom of the deck right now. So please tell me about death reversed. Yes. Okay. Definitely going through a major arcana, being clarified by a major arcana. There's disbalance at the bottom of the deck. There is no equality and in give and take. You know, you're not sensing that there is a balance in give and take. This could be you divine masculines feeling like there isn't a balance in your income, right? But this is really not talking about that. This could be you feeling not generous, you know, towards your divine feminine, or towards, you know, life in general and other people. Or you feel like your divine feminine is not generous towards you. You're wanting, I have a very strong feeling that you're wanting some sort of an action from your divine feminine, because you're just exhausted. But it's not happening right now. is how you're seeing it. Not to say until we go into the Divine Feminine's cards, we don't know what's going to happen. But I don't need to clarify with another card. For some of you, this could be a Virgo. You know, you could be dealing with, or you could be a Sun, Moon, Rising Virgo. So you have gone through a transformation. You are coming, you know, you Divine Masculines are going through a rebirthing sort of process right now, you know, rebuilding yourself. And this connection has really kind of taken a toll on you in the last little bit. But right now, the reason why you're not taking any action and you don't have the determination is because you've gone within. You're soul searching. You know, you're wishing upon your star. I don't know if you can see it, but inside his lantern, there is a star, and that is the star card in the tarot deck, which is about hope and faith, and you know, hoping and praying with optimism and keeping the faith to move mountains if necessary, and wishing upon a star. So you are wishing upon that star, but you're soul searching. You've gone within, and you're in this hermit energy, which talks about the hermit. Actually, to me, you know, some you know, tarot readers will disagree with me. In fact, a lot of them will. But to me personally, the High Priestess, which you have here, and that's a countersuit, is the countersuit to the hermit, because she goes within and she, you know, works with her intuition and her higher self. And the hermit kind of just goes into the mountains and soul searches, right? So you are in solitude right now, cut off from the world. Not literally, I'm sure you're kind of meeting people and stuff, but mostly in solitude, and just in this soul searching space where you've gone within, and you're thinking about it. You're trying to figure out what this is, right? That's what this this is telling me, right? So in this week of July 23rd, and this lunar eclipse, I asked for a focus on the lunar eclipse, but this lunar eclipse is definitely going to make you go within and do some inner work, and you know, spend some solitude time to be able to figure out what's going on here, right? And which is what this journey really is about. The twin flame connection kind of does that to you, right? It takes you on a whole different space. I mean, you think it's about the romance and everything, but it's about the bigger picture, right? It's until you do this soul searching, until you go through the tower moments and death and all of that, it just you don't get where you want to be, right? So I'm just going to pull an energy card here from my Wild Wisdom of the Fairy Oracle deck to see where you are on this ascension path, on this twin flame journey currently, energetically. Where are you on this journey? You are doing the soul searching, we can see. So let's just see where you are on this journey. So please tell me where the Divine Masculine is in this energetic space. Give me one more, please. Please give me one more. Energetically, where are you? Divine Masculines. Where are the Divine Masculines? Okay, we got 3. So I'm just going to take all 3. At the bottom of the deck, we have Child of the Moon. Moon cycle playing a very important part here, but it's reversed. And this talks about currently, you know, for this week, there is a need. This talks about a need to transcend the ego self, right? And forgive yourself and others that are involved in this connection, whether it's your Divine Feminine, whether it's yourself. It's a need to, you know, this is talking about you, you not transcending the ego and doing that. But the 3 cards that we have, okay, well, you do feel the unconditional love. You do feel that there is love here. You do understand, and I think that is why the 2 of Cups is reversed. But you feel like maybe there are conditions attached to it from your Divine Feminine. You're not being able to believe that this is about unconditional love. You're not being able to believe that someone can love someone unconditionally without really wanting anything in return. But that's what this journey will do to you. It will humble you to dust. It will humble you to dust, and that is the purpose of it, right? And the more you fight it, the harder it's going to be. So you divine masculines energetically are probably feeling like there is some sort of this love is contractual. This love is contractual. It's not it is not unconditional. You're having a tough time believing, energetically you are feeling it, or you're questioning this unconditional love. You're energetically you're feeling like whatever love is there, you know there is some sort of love, but you're feeling like it's contractual. It's not. I mean, you're gonna have to pay a price for this love, is what you're feeling. And know that in the twin flame journey, divine masculines, nothing is conditional. It is unconditional, because it really makes a person believe that, is it even possible? That's where the journey starts. Is it even possible that I can love someone so much that there is no conditions attached to it, right? That I don't want anything in return, and it's only about giving. And that is why someone who's not in a twin flame connection or a journey, they will never understand. They will never understand what it feels like, right? It's based in so much spirituality. And that brings me to energetically the other 2 cards, which is clarifying the fact that you are definitely going within and doing the work, and you have transformed. So divine feminines, if you are waiting to hear some good news that your divine masculines are transforming, yes, they have. They've already gone through the transformation. They are continuing their soul searching work, right? They are rebuilding. They are rebirthing, because energetically they're looking for answers. You divine masculines are looking for answers finally in the right places, right? You're exhausted. And rightfully so. You fought this for so long that now when you're beginning to accept, listen to your intuition, this is what it's doing. You are listening. You're seeking. You are seeking the answers through divination. You're turning to God, to the universe, to your angels, to the spirit, and asking them, because you've asked, you've tried to answer that question logically for a very, very long time, right? And for those of you who I said are Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising, I am sure you have tried to, use your logic way, way too much, right? So you have tried to answer those questions logically quite for a very, very long time now. But you haven't found the answers. Things have just gotten bad to worse, more and more difficult. And that is why you're looking for these answers in the right places, which is great. Because you are going to find the answers right there, and you are beginning to find answers through divination, right? That's where energetically you're putting your focus towards the divine, towards the universe, and that's where you're getting your answers from. And finally, walking through that door, embracing the mystical side of this connection, the spiritual side of this connection. This is the Green Man's door. This card talks about being able to see those portals that open up every day, you know, at 11:11 in the morning, at 11:11 at night, you know, when you're sleeping, you're finally, you know, you've stumbled upon that door a long time ago. And you've been questioning yourself, should I walk through it or should I not? Should I embrace this, you know, spiritual, in the practical world, it seems very impractical, but should I embrace it? And, you know, whether you like it or not, you finally embraced it. So this is just taking this divination message forward, right? Riddle Fisher's message forward, that you finally, divine masculines, you finally walked through that door. So those divine feminines who are watching for their divine masculines know that they walked through that door. They have embraced this change, and they're finally feeling worthy, even though they have no determination, and they may be, you know, focusing on the worst case scenario because they're still kind of soul searching and getting in that space. They may not be in the same space as you, divine feminines, and they feel like there is a break in this connection, right? There is a break in this partnership. There is no partnership here anymore, because the divine feminines more and more have been just kind of taking a step back a little bit. But the divine masculines, you are now feeling worthy. You're finally beginning to embrace that you are worthy of this love. You are worthy of this connection. You are worthy of everything that comes with this, all the beauty and the blessings. Because yes, it's a hard journey, but once you do embrace it, and once you do come into union, even if it's spiritual union, and a lot more twin flames are in spiritual union already, you know, once you do embrace that, there are blessings. So you finally taken that step, walk through that door, you feel worthy of this love and this connection. I'm just going to pull you know, an energy card here, and just want to oh, I had already shuffled them. Oh my god, sorry. So, well, maybe they wanted me to see the relationships at the bottom and see where the divine masculine is for the week of July 23rd energetically. What are they feeling? What are they feeling? Tell me, what is the divine masculine feeling for the week of trust? The divine masculine is coming into the trust and the faith of this connection, right? I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. So they are listening to their inner voice with this hermit and this high priestess and looking for answers. All the cards just match up perfectly. At the bottom of the deck is purpose. So they're beginning to understand that there's a purpose to this, right? You divine, you realize, you know what you're here to do, that you're embracing your life's purpose because you're balanced, right? So that is what this is. You're trusting this connection. You're finally coming into the trust and faith of this connection. That's what this is. That's beautiful. That's just beautiful. Divine masculines. Yeah. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. This, I mean, I don't need to say anything more about it. Now, I do have this new deck that I'm really excited about, and it gives me messages for divine masculines and feminines. So, in the divine masculine reading, I am going to pull a card, you know, because I do know that people cross-watch divine masculine, divine feminine. So I am going to pull a card for the divine masculine, for the divine masculines, and I'm going to pull a card saying what the divine masculine, you know, wants to say to the divine feminine right now. What is the message that the divine masculine wants to give to the divine feminine? Okay, there are two. Okay, right. So at the bottom of the deck we have, I realize I'm overreacting. Can you give me a minute to just get sane again? So he's just taking some time. Divine Feminines. The Divine Masculine is just taking some time to himself currently to just kind of figure this stuff out. He's almost there, but he's just trying to figure that out. But there are two messages here. He says, I feel like a total and complete idiot. So I don't know what went down between the two of you, but the Divine Masculine feels like he doesn't feel very good right now. He feels like a complete and total idiot. You know, regarding the past, regarding what is going on currently between y'all. This is what he wants to say to you, Divine Feminines. And he wants to say, all I'm feeling right now is your position. I need you to come back so I can relate to you, not your position. So that is where he's caught up, right? He's beginning to, he's not understanding. He feels like the Divine Feminine is not going to take action, with the Queen of Wands reversed, and there is no partnership here. That's what he's feeling, right? And this clarifies that. So Divine Feminines, I mean, just cut him some slack and be compassionate, keep your heart open. So that's the message. It says, all I'm feeling right now is your position. I need you to come back so I can relate to you, not your position. He wants this new start, Divine Feminines, and there's nothing more that I can say about that. Right? That is just beautiful. All right, then. I'm just going to pick this up and we're going to go into the Divine Feminines reading. The same kind of spread. I'm going to go in and see what the Divine Feminine is up to for this week, and we'll see what's going on, right? So just give me a minute here to pick these up, right? Right. Hopefully the Divine Feminines are going to be in a better space, in their mind and heart. Let's see, because if both of you are in the same space, I think it's going to be spelling trouble for the connection. So let's just see here. But these are very beautiful cards for the Divine Masculine. I mean, the work is actually happening. So, please tell me about the Divine Feminine for the week of July 23rd to 28th. That's too many. I can't take it. Well, the Divine Feminine has lots to say. Please tell me where the Divine Feminine is at in this connection for the week of July 23rd through 28th. Right, these are too many. But kind of mirroring the Divine Masculine currently. But we have the Six of Swords. Oh, sorry, the Six of Cups in reverse. Okay, and the Hermit in reverse, and I'll break that down in just a minute. I just saw the Queen of Cups and the Five of Cups in reverse, which is a great card to have in reverse. Okay, yes, the Divine Masculine is picking up correctly because you have the Eight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck reversed. You're not putting in any work into this connection, right? You're not willing to put in the work. You may be, some of you Divine Feminines are probably in a space, Divine Feminines for this week who, you're not being able to work because you're too focused on other things you're going through. This lunar eclipse is going to be a hard one. So if it's eclipsing things out of your life, you may not be able to work, just regular work, career work, you may not be able to focus on work too much, and you're not focused. But this in this deck it talks about dedication. So you're not dedicated. You're not putting any dedicated effort. You may be putting in a little bit effort, but what I'm getting is that you're not putting in any work into this connection. So let's just go ahead and break these cards down and see what the overall energy is. You're coming out of pain and sorrow though, and you're coming out of some sort of bondage as well. Just looking at the bottom, I just get nosy. Sorry. But yeah, the first card up is the Six of Cups in reverse. So the Six of Cups really talks about, the Six of Cups really talks about sorry, I just lost my train of thought there. But yeah, I blanked out. The Six of Cups talks about a past life connection, a soulmate, someone from your past returning back into your present. But when it's reversed, it actually talks about the future. So you're thinking about the future of this connection, right? To me, when it's reversed, it's about the past shaping the future. So you are reminiscing. It's also about reminiscing, right? But in this deck, it talks about support. And when it's reversed, obviously it's about you either not feeling supported by your divine masculine. Obviously he has gone within, and you are mirroring him quite a bit actually, because you have the Hermit card as well and upright. So for some of you, this could be you are a Virgo, or you're dealing with a Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, doesn't matter. But or you're not providing the support that they need, in order to move forward in this connection. So in this deck it talks about support, but to me this is always about the future. So the divine feminine is focusing on her future, on moving forward, right? Taking all this love that she has in each of these cups, and this connection, this soulmate connection, and she's thinking about the future of this connection, right? We'll clarify to see what she's thinking. And then Hermit, which talks about soul searching. I've already discussed what the Hermit is about in the Divine Masculine. So yeah, you can go back to that. But basically this Hermit is reflecting, doing the inner work. You're going within as well, and doing the reflection, doing the reflecting work and the inner work that is necessary in order to understand and figure out what this is, where it's going. You're in the Hermit energy as well. You are probably in solitude, kind of cutting off from the world, retreating, withdrawing, and just doing the inner work, kind of going within yourself to do the work that is necessary in this connection. And know that if both of you are doing that, you're really going to help each other. Add a little bit of meditation in that, you'll be helping each other a lot more, and the connection will move forward faster, right? And you're coming out of sadness, you're coming out of sorrow, right? This is the Five of Cups reversed. So this is a great card to have reversed, because when you're stuck in the sorrow energy, you're coming out of that pain that you have felt. To each of you, it's going to be different. Very straightforward messages. We're just going to go ahead and clarify. Please tell me about the Six of Cups. So, yeah. See, you're thinking about the future. But you're moving very slowly, or your divine masculine is moving very slowly. You waited for this for a very, very long time. This is the the Knight of Pentacles, and it talks about the Knight of Pentacles. To me, is always about waiting a very, very long time for this to happen, for this to materialize, right? So yeah, you've waited a very, very long time, and the pace, this could be how you're feeling regarding this connection. So some of you are just now thinking about the future, right? What the future is going to look like, and we have death at the bottom of, so you're going through shedding an old layer as well of your life, right? A lot of mirroring going on here, and I saw that in my 4.5 hour long video. on the eclipse energies, there was a lot of mirroring between the divine masculine and the feminine. So yeah, you waited a very long time for this, and now you're thinking about the future divine feminines, right? This card to me is also about planning, so you could be planning for the future as well. Just kind of, you know, and not feeling supported. Can you please tell me about the Prince of Pentacles? Can you please tell me about the Prince of Pentacles? Please tell me about the Prince of Pentacles. Ooh, too many. But I see love here. I see love. And I see forward movement. Sorry if I'm out of this. Yeah, so I see forward movement. I see a lot of love. I see death, not being able to work, not listening to your intuition, right, which was up right here. No new start, not delving into your spirituality, waiting, right, being silent about the truth and not compromising. So please tell me about the Page of Pentacles. Please tell me about the Knight of Pentacles, sorry, the Prince of Pentacles. Prince of Pentacles, please tell me about the Knight of Pentacles. There we have it. Yeah. There's been deception. There's been some sort of deception. Someone's been deceiving someone in this connection, right? Holding on still, not letting go. So that is good. So yeah, you know, you're thinking about the future with this Six of Cups, and you're not feeling supported because, you know, there's been deception. But in this week, you know, you've just had it. You're not deceiving. You don't want this deception anymore, right? You don't want this deception anymore. Things are moving very slow. You're planning, but you are coming out. You know, whatever deception you felt, you are coming out of that, right? Or maybe you're thinking about the future and planning about the future. It's moving really, really slow, and you've been waiting a very long time for this, but you're finally going to be out of that deception. Right? Either intuitively you're going to know where your masculine is at, or it's actually going to happen in the physical reality. You're going to stop waiting, right? You're going to know the truth behind this deception, because you're coming out of that deception. And if you've been deceiving someone or your divine masculine, you're going to stop doing that. Or if the divine masculine has been deceiving you, you've been waiting very, very long for this to come out of this deception. And that's what's happening this week, right? And that's why you're being able to think about the future. Please tell me about the Hermit. Please tell me about the Hermit. Please tell me about the Hermit. Oh God, the cards are flying out, right? Oh. Yeah, someone's waiting on an apology and not getting one. That's what this is. So maybe you're waiting on an apology, or you need to bring an apology, which you're not doing. But I don't need to clarify this anymore further. The Hermit, you're soul searching, you're going within in order to, this is the Six of Swords. So you have two sixes here. So harmony is coming in, divine feminines, right? First within yourself always, and then it replicates in the 3D. So yeah, you're moving away from troubled waters into calmer waters. You're leaving the troubles behind. This could be literally traveling for some of you. Some of you could be actually traveling through seas, right, over the oceans in aeroplanes. You could be traveling as well. But this soul searching that you're doing, that you're going within, you know, you waited so long. There's been so much deception. The false mask that somebody's been wearing, that, you know, now you're planning the future, right? You're using all of the this soul connection, whatever you've learned through this, you know, you're taking all that love and you're planning this future, and that has pushed you within to do this soul searching, and you are moving away from troubled waters into calmer waters. So this card to me is about a resolution as well. So I think that you know, you're soul searching, that is what is leading to a resolution. Either you come up with the best way to resolve this situation, or you know, through your meditations and energetically, you understand, and you can start feeling and sensing that there is resolution is close, right? That's what this card is telling me. Please tell me about the Five of Cups. Please tell me about the Five of Cups. Please tell me about the Five of Cups. Okay, a message. We have a page, and again, this apology, right? Someone is waiting on an apology that they're not getting, right? So it could be you, it could be your divine masculine, I don't know. Yeah, it could be you. You could probably be waiting on an apology which you're not getting. But the next card up is the Emperor in this is the divine masculine in the upright. So yeah, looks like a logical solution can come from the divine masculine this week, right? I don't want to get you all excited. It could be just in his head right now. But yeah, this is the Page of Wands, a passionate message, right? This is also a lover. You know, some tarot card readers will read this as a lover. But you're coming out of sadness. You may receive a passionate message, or you may give a passionate message. But this message is going to bring you out of sadness, whatever this is. If it's not an actual message, this could also be a download, you know, something, your own download in your mind, and that is you know, your higher self giving you a message, a passionate message. Please tell me about the page. So yeah, see the Nine of Wands again. The divine masculine had this in reverse, so you still actually have your guard up a little bit, divine feminines. You are still kind of guarding yourself, not letting that guard down. But we have the World in reverse, so there is an ending. You know, you're coming out of sadness, but you're not ending something that needs to end. It just needs to come to an end, right? And you're not really ending that. This is that passionate message regarding ending something to start a new cycle. That's what this passionate message is about, right? You want to, or maybe you know, you're coming out of this sadness regarding something that wasn't ending, right? A cycle that wasn't ending, and now you've ended it with this eclipse. And you know, you want to bring that message, that passionate message, to your divine counterpart, to your divine masculine, or it could be vice versa, right? You know, regarding something that they weren't ending and they're finally ending. You know, it could be just their state of mind as well. So let's see energetically where you are, divine feminines. So divine feminine, please tell me for the week of July 23rd through 28th. Where is divine feminine energetically on this connection? Oh, I pulled, you know, 3 cards for them, so I'm going to ask for one more. Please give me one more, and then I'll read them together. You have 2 8s here as well, so that is about being connected to everybody on this planet, right? Like connected to, you feel connected to people when you're in their presence. Please tell me energetically, where is the divine feminine? Just one more card, please. Okay, right at the bottom of the deck we have you are being invited into this world energetically, right? You're being given an invitation, either to the next level of your ascension process or the next level in this journey energetically. And I mean that in the 5D maybe, but you're not following that, right? Or someone, or you're sending this invitation out and your divine masculine is not yet following that. So that's the overall energy. Someone's not following someone into the spiritual realm. So we have these 2 cards. You're feeling tempted to touch. this week. So you're wanting, there is, this, you feel the sensual side of this connection for sure with this card right here. You're wanting to literally connect. This is also about physically wanting to connect. In the physical 3D, you're wanting to connect. So whatever's going on in your 5D, whatever's going on in your life, you're physically wanting to connect with your divine masculine, right? To take, and exchange conversations as well. But you want to touch them. You literally want to touch them. This is a very sensual card, but it can also just talk about, I mean, you can also sense energetically that they want to connect with you physically. They are tempted to touch. So, they want to connect with you. This could just mean just wanting to connect in general, energetically. But what you're not embracing is, the thing is that you are doing all of this work, but I think divine feminines, you are using logic over emotion currently. You're not giving importance to emotion as much as it should be given importance to. You are more in your logical mind and not embracing the feminine side of your feminine side, right? This came out in reversed. This is a very feminine energy. This is about embracing the feminine in you, but you're not doing that currently. You could be more of an action-oriented kind of a, that you're not, because you are in hermit mode. But you're for some reason, both your cup cards are reversed. They're good. I mean, thinking about the future and coming out of sadness. But she has a cup in her hand as well, and cups are about emotions, and if this was upright, you would be embracing the feminine in you. You're not really connecting with your feminine side, right? And and you're not birthing something new here. You're wanting to you're wanting to connect and start something new, but energetically you're not feeling like you're not doing it. You're energetically you're not starting a new cycle. You're not returning to your own life, your own cycles, and there is a need here. This card talks about a need to embrace your emotions and birth something new, whether that's literal birthing or whether that is just birthing a concept, an idea, a new way of thinking, a new way of feeling. So that's where you are energetically. So I do see some challenges for the divine feminine too. I mean, it's eclipse energy. What else do I expect? So let's see where you are, what you're feeling physically in this connection. Well, you are feeling balanced. At the bottom of the deck, we have self-esteem. So divine feminines, you are in a very, you're feeling self-love. You're in self-esteem, right? I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others, right? So you're using your self-esteem to help others as well. I know I'm doing that. Everything that I've learned through my ascension process, everything that I've felt, I'm using all of that and finding self-worth and self-esteem and self-love through helping others find their own path, who are struggling, who haven't been able to come out of it, right? And that's where you are. You're finding self-esteem. That's great. And you're feeling balanced. You're coming into your balance this week. Yes, there is a little bit of not embracing the feminine and all of that, but I'm not feeling that too much. You're moving forward. You're thinking about the future, coming out of deception, moving towards calmer waters, doing the inner work, right? Bringing a message that needs to be brought or receiving one, right? You're not And I think ending this cycle is to do with, you know, not birthing something new, maybe ending the struggle that you've had with your divine counterpart, whether it's energetically or in the physical 3D. But this card talks about balance, right? It says, I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. So you're releasing judgment, getting in a place of peace and calm, and balancing yourself. So, okay, we have one more here. So let's see what the Divine Feminine has to say to the Divine Masculine. A message from the Divine Feminine to the Divine Masculine. And take it as it resonates, people. This could just be messages from the higher self. Message from the Divine Feminine to the Divine Masculine. Please give me... There we have 2, 3 actually. At the bottom of the deck... You're saying, Divine Feminines are saying, I'm afraid to be real with you. This could have something to do with the past where, you know, things went down in such a way that you're now afraid to open up and birth and start this new, you know, birth something new and, you know, end this, whatever it needs to be ended, you know, this ending of this cycle, right? You're afraid to be real. I'm very scared of you right now is under that. So yeah, you're afraid that, you know, to open up and be vulnerable and to show your true self to your Divine Masculine. So Divine Masculines who are watching, and I've just gotten to know that it's too dry where I am. And I've been recovering from I've just been having these colds and coughs. I feel like I'm releasing something, right? So yeah, I'm afraid to be real with you. That's where you are energetically. And you want to say, talk to me like I'm someone you love. Pretty straightforward. You want to tell your divine masculines. Your Divine Feminine is telling you, talk to me like I'm someone you love, right? And... she also wants to say, this feels awful. Can we start again and really listen to each other? So you want to start over, and the Divine Masculine wants a new beginning, a passionate beginning with you. So this way or that, you are mirroring each other. You want the same things, right? And it says, this feels awful. Can we start again and really listen to each other? And the last card says, I was just reacting to you as if you were my father, and I know that you're not. Now, this is a little bit of a deeper card. This talks about having some sort of childhood issues with a parent or someone in the family that has affected, you know, how a person kind of reacts in the physical, in their overall, they could sense some similar energies. Maybe the Divine Feminine has sensed in the past a similar sort of energy, and that kind of put her on the back foot, or that made her react in a way that wasn't really authentic or true to herself. But you know, it kind of brought all of these memories of the past back, and you know, just reacted the same way to the Divine Masculine. So she wants to say that I shouldn't have reacted that way, but I was just reacting to you as if you were my father, right? And I know that you're not. So some sort of, you know, she's wanting to kind of, Divine Feminines are wanting to open up and be vulnerable and say, you know, there is something more at the root of this than you understand currently. There is something more at the root of this, and that is why I reacted the way I reacted. And that's what she's saying about the past. Okay, so that's beautiful, guys. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to wrap this up with some combined messages for the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. I'm going to just bring in the energies together. I'm going to get some romance. I'm going to use the Romance Angels deck to get some romantic messages, right? That for this week, where you are, the viewer, and your connection combined together. Where are you on the romantic side of this journey, as well as I'm going to clarify that with my Wisdom of the Golden Path by Tony Carmine Salerno deck, which I feel like goes really well, and then we'll end it with a message from the divine. We'll end it with a message, yeah, from the universe. So let's just go ahead and see. So yeah, there's retreat energy at the bottom even before I pulled. So please let me know what the divine masculine feminine need to know for this week. Okay, so we have 3 cards here. At the bottom of the deck we have trust. I'm just going to pick up that card. Right. Wow, a lot of cards flying out here. So right, at the bottom of the deck we have trust, which says this situation is calling for you to have faith and trust. So the divine is telling you, you know, trust, live in trust, trust that this is really happening. Everything that you're feeling, don't doubt it. The divine masculine is already in the trust. Right, we already saw that. So this may be a message for the divine feminine, because you know she's going a little bit up and down as well. And the 3 cards that came out here is, this is a past life connection. You have known each other before, right? Past life relationship. Finances and career, which says financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So one or both of you are kind of working on your finances and career. That may be coming in the way of the romance, or that may be something that you know, affects this connection maybe positively. Something to do with your career, some sort of partnership, some sort of financial aid or career. So financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. And I never like to see this card, but there is unrequited love here, which says there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. This is not to say that there is, you know, if one or both of you make a move, that it'll be turned down, or that there isn't enough love here. It's just saying that, you know, there may be a lack of self-love in this situation, or one or both of you. And we did see that the divine masculine feels like, you know, he's lost his divine feminine. This partnership has broken. There is no love. He's exhausted. He's doing the inner work, and that is what has kind of pushed him. So one or both of you are just feeling like there may not be enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. This to me also talks about you know, karmic relationships, and I'm saying that because this is the eclipse that is going to eclipse stuff out of your life. So for those of you who need to kind of end karmic relationships where there isn't enough love to keep the relationship going, this is also talking about that, you know, that there may not be enough love there, and you just need to kind of let that go in order for this connection to kind of blossom and move forward with your twin flame, right? Because there isn't enough love there. So let's just clarify. Well, we have the soulmate card at the bottom, but let's just see. Please tell me about past life relationship. Please tell me about past life relationship. Please tell me about past life relationship. Yeah, see, both of you know already, you have the wisdom. You've already delved into yourself, and you already know that this is a past life connection, right? That this is a soulmate connection, that this is a past life connection, that you had known each other before, and that there is a root in your past life. Like I said, you know, in the last reading, that there is, and I just saw unconditional love here. So I did say in my lengthy reading that past life regressions can really kind of help move this process along right now. So for those of you who do need that or need past life readings, you can reach out to me. Tell me about finances and career. Finances and career. Please tell me about finances and career. Right? Please tell me about finances and career. Please tell me about finances and career. I am truth, right? So again, we have the soulmate card at the bottom. So I feel like, yes, financial issues are affecting this connection right now. One or both of you are very, very focused on your careers and your finances right now, in order to, and that's coming in the way of this relationship. It could also be a help to this relationship, like I said, right? If you do kind of come together in a career space, right, that could help this situation as well, and financially kind of help each other out. But that is what is keeping, that is what is not allowing this truth to come out, because both of you know the truth of the situation, is what it's saying, right? That is your truth, that you know that you can't move forward right now romantically because there is an issue with finances and career, right? This could be a status thing as well, right? One or both of you are feeling, right? One is of a higher status, one is of a lower status, so whatever, right? But you both know the truth of the situation, that this is the truth, and that you already have the wisdom, so that this is a soulmate. At the bottom of the deck we have soulmate again. So if I take that message into account, yes, you know the truth and you want to speak the truth, but that is what is stopping it, financial matters. And this has been coming up quite a bit, right? This is what I want to know about. Tell me about unrequited love. Please tell me about unrequited love. Yes, like I said, we end with the soulmate at the bottom. So this is just making, this is like 3 times now we've seen the soulmate card, actually the 4th time now, and I've been shuffling right in front of you. So this is saying that this is a soulmate connection. This deck doesn't have a twin flame card. So it doesn't say twin flame, but this does have a soulmate card. So this is just clarifying that this is a soulmate connection. This is that deep connection. And in this deck, it's like he's literally calling in the soulmate. So for some of you, you may be doing some inner work where you're literally calling in your twin flame, your divine counterpart, right? That's the overall energy. You both know, I can almost guarantee that you both know what this connection is by now, at least for the collective that I'm picking up, that you are twin flames, or even if you don't know that this is a twin flame connection, you do know that this is based in some sort of a soul bond, some sort of a soul relationship. You have the wisdom of it. All my cards are telling me that. Unrequited love, and I think what I'm getting here is new beginning, right? To clarify that card. So yes, this is exactly what it is. Some of you, one or both, are in some sort of karmic relationship where there isn't enough love. That needs to be ended, right? To keep the relationship going, there isn't enough love and chemistry, attraction or chemistry to keep that relationship going. So that needs to end for this new beginning to happen in this connection. That's just what I'm getting romantically, right? Let's just end this reading now with a message from the divine. Expand your horizons. So what does the divine want us to know? What does the divine want the Twin Flame Collective to know for the week of July 23rd through 28th? What does the divine want? Ooh, those are too many messages. I wonder if I want to read them all. No, I can't read them all. So please just give me 1, 2, maybe 3 messages. Okay. Anything else? Is there any other message for the divine, feminine and masculine, for the Twin Flame Collective for this upcoming week of July 23rd and for this total lunar eclipse? Please tell me. For your bliss. Just give me one more. Just give me one more. And then we are going to It's going to give you 3 more. Okay, I'm just going to read them all. We have 5 messages. At the bottom of the deck, believe in magic for this week, right? If you're not in a space where you're believing in magic, sorry guys, my phone is ringing. Right, believe in magic, right? Journey by the moonlight. A lot of moon energy here. So yeah, believe in magic. I'm just going to read these cards. They're pretty easy to understand, so you would understand. The first one up is support is all around you. So if you need help, any sort of help, know that support is all around you, right? If you need help from your divine counterpart, do reach out, because you will be supported, right? Second is navigating by the stars, follow your bliss. So follow the calling, follow the route, the path that that you're pulled towards. Sorry about that. I just lost the battery on my camera, and I just went to fix that, and I'm back again. So I think we were talking about just the final messages to wrap up this reading. So the final message, I had already told you that there is support all around you. You have fellow travelers on this journey. So this also talks about your divine counterpart. So if you need help, if you're looking for support, it is around you. Just look around, ask for help, and it's going to be there. These are messages from the divine. So navigating by the stars is your next card, and I think this is where we stopped. It says follow your bliss. So just walk in the light, whatever makes you happy. Follow your bliss just tells me that if you're happy is your divine counterpart. If you're happy is the peace and calm, and the feeling of home that your divine counterpart brings to you. Just trust that and follow that, right? And the next card is infinite abundance, which says abundance is pouring into your life. Abundance is pouring into your life. So yeah, finances and career is a problem. Let that not be, because abundance is pouring into your life. And this is inner abundance as well, right? Feeling complete and feeling fulfilled in your life as well. Then we have unknown territory. So this talks about, if you feel like you're in a strange place, if you feel like I've never felt like this before, and you're feeling strange where you are in life currently or in this connection, if it's bringing these strange feelings to you, know that you are exactly where you need to be. You are exactly where you need to be. And the last card is just beautiful. It talks about your life path, your life purpose, and it also talks about your joint mission. So I feel like this is definitely for both of you. It says wise leader, right? It's a beautiful card, and it says you are a beacon for others. So this talks about carrying the light and showing, walking in the light and carrying this light, torchlight, and showing the way to others, helping, devoting yourself to service in your own way, right? It can be through your own profession as well, but showing the light to others who are in the dark, who can't see, right? So becoming that torchbearer, becoming that wise leader. You are the beacon for others. So singly within yourself, individually as well. I hear a lot of people say, I'm just going to wait to fulfill my life purpose and start on my path when I do unite with my twin flame, when I unite with my divine counterpart. But you cannot wait for that. You need to start yourself. You become the light. You start shedding your inner light and bringing it out into the 3D and helping others and following your own life purpose. And once you do come into union, so each of you doing it yourself, and when you do come into union, then doing it together. So this is a beautiful card, wise leader. You are the beacon for others. So that's it. That's what I have for the weekly twin flame reading. Divine masculine, feminine, whatever's going on in this connection for this total lunar eclipse. Just, you know, take a lot of rest, drink a lot of water, eat healthy. You know, it's energetically it is a tough one, and for those of you who moon cycles affect, twin flames are always affected by moon cycles. I do know that this week is going to be, you know, an emotional week for divine masculines as well, and for divine feminines, because we all have the masculine and the feminine inside of us, and we do need to balance it. So yeah, just take care of yourselves. If you fight it, it's going to just become harder. But if you go with the flow and embrace every adversity as an opportunity to learn, an opportunity to grow, then I think it's just going to be easier for you. So yeah, if you do need to reach out to me for any sort of help, or for any sort of guidance or readings, or you know, just to kind of understand things a little bit better, yeah, I'm here. That's my life purpose, and you'd just be giving me the opportunity to do more, right? I hope someday I'll be able to do that through my movies and affect more than 1 or 2 or 5 or 100 people at a time, but millions at a time, right? So yeah, hopefully the divine will open that route up for me soon as well. But I'm not stopping in the meantime, so I hope you're going to do the same and embrace your purpose, and just go with the flow of these energies. In the meantime, I'd like to thank you all for stopping by and taking the time to listen to this video. Hope it helps. I'll be back again to hopefully I'll be able to come back and do individual zodiac signs or by elements, but if I cannot, then I will continue to do videos like this, either one for the divine masculine, one for the feminine, but I do like to kind of bring in all of the energies together in one video and see what's going on. So I will be, if nothing else, I will do something like this again. So yeah, until then, we'll see you around. You take care, and Shivoham.
I've seen